hello and welcome to the webinar. I am so excited to see you here. Type into the chat, if you will, and let me know that you're here and tell me where you're from. I'm just pulling up my chat, and I also want to make sure that I'm live streaming to Facebook, so just give me 1 second. So as you're joining me, welcome, welcome. Say hello. Let me know if you can hear me and see me. Just say yes, and let me know where you're from in the chat. And I am going to just say hello here. Oh, good. Donna's here from Tulsa. Yay. Hi, Lou. So excited you're here. And Keith is from British Columbia. Vernon, British Columbia. Hey, Brianne. Thanks for being here. Oh, good. Linda can hear from San Francisco. Woohoo, in my backyard. I'm in East Bay. So glad to see you all. And let me just hit the live stream to Facebook so we can do this at the same time because we have over 600 people registered for this webinar. So I want them to be able to stream to Facebook if they can't get into the room. So just give me 1 second to do that. And give me 1 sec, live on Facebook. And hopefully that, oh yeah, great. This is gonna work perfectly. Go live. Isn't that awesome? So now with Zoom, you can do a simulcast and I can stream this webinar with you, and for the overflow, we can go straight into Facebook Live. So Brianne, if you can check and make sure that we're streaming live in Facebook too, that would be awesome. Oh, there we go. I guess it's working. And let me cross out of there. Okay, fantastic. So hopefully you are still with me. Let me go back and see if I can get my controls. It seems like when I do that, I lose. There we go. We're still streaming. Okay, so give me 1 second. All right, good. I've got the controls back. We've got it together. Welcome to the webinar, 5 Surprising Ways to Radically Boost Your Income with Your Book. I am fired up. I love this topic, and so welcome, welcome. Say hello. Yes, Molly is here from Tampa. Rose is here from Memphis. Hey, Rose. Okay, yeah, thanks, Lou. I'm excited. It's over 600. It's awesome. Okay, Debbie, welcome from Pleasanton. So glad you're here. Diane from Washington State. So Stephanie from San Francisco. Okay, yay, welcome everyone. Okay, so this is how it's going to go. I'm going to switch over to my slides in just a minute, but as you're thinking of your questions, pop them into the chat as we go through the slides, because at the end, I'm going to open it up for question and answer, and I want to make sure that we have a chance to just, go in and answer as many of your questions as possible. And so if you are an aspiring or published author, you're in the right place by being here. If you have printed books or Kindle books or both, you're in the right place by being here today. If you're a nonfiction author, a fiction author, or you write children's books, you're in the right place by being here. And really, the reason why it's so important to look at our books differently today is because most of us have an important story or message or expertise to get out to the world in a powerful way. And yet, as authors, we collectively struggle with generating more book sales, visibility, and really generating that consistent, reliable income. So it's just really important that you recognize that we are here in this together. And if you are ready to change that, you want consistent, reliable income, you want to sell more books, you want more visibility, type yes into the chat right now. Go ahead and type it. Yay, yes, yes, yes. Okay, awesome. Okay, fantastic. I love it. All right, so let's switch over to my slides because I have so much information to share with you. And then remember, type your questions into the chat. Yes is coming in like crazy from all over. Wonderful. Aha, wonderful. Okay, great. Now let me share my screen and get to my slides. Hang on, that's me again. Where are my slides? Real quick. Don't you just love it? Hold on a second. I had them all ready for us. And where are they? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to unplug this and plug it back in. Just bear with me for a sec. Okay, and then we should be able to see my slides here. Okay, my slides. I'm seeing my slides, but why are you not seeing my slides? Don't you just love this when this happens? Of course, I've been ready for an hour waiting for you. Okay, so hold on one second and let me open this up. I'm going to close this and I don't know why that's happening. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm taking this off and we're going to put it right back here. And let's see if you can see this now. Okay, all right. This is so funny. Isn't this inevitable, right? For this to happen. Hold on one quick second, everybody. Just bear with me. Let me jump off the screen for a second so I can just attend to this really fast. And because we have so much to cover, wait a second, there it is. Okay, so maybe if I pull it over here, you're gonna be seeing it now. No? We might have to do this differently. I might have to share this screen with you. And, okay, bear with me, everyone. Don't you just love it? Okay, hold on. Why is it? Okay, let me turn off my monitor. I have a second monitor is what is happening. And for some reason, it was all perfect before we started. So let me just turn it back on and see if now you can see that. And I'm going to turn screen sharing off. And, okay. All right, here we go. Screen share once again. Hello, here they are. Okay, see, we made it through. Now you should be seeing my screen. Type yes into the chat if you can see my screen and my slides, and I will be so happy. Okay, can you see them? And yes, yes. Okay, fantastic. We made it. All right. I'm so glad that we did. Okay, so here we go. Basically, it's 5 surprising ways to radically boost your income. Many of you know me already, and I'm going to actually increase. Let me go like this and increase the slide so you can see. Can you see it on my entire screen? I hope so. I hope it's taking up the whole screen. You can see it perfectly. All right. So most of you know my background, or many of you do who are on here, but I'm just going to share a little bit. I'm not going to go through my entire background because I'm really eager to get started with this content. Okay. So first of all, I am a Amazon bestselling business author. I am traditionally published with McGraw-Hill, has published several of my books. I'm self-published and I have Kindle books, both with McGraw-Hill and self-published. So my feet are in both worlds. So if you have, an interest in traditionally published as well, I can answer those questions for you. But regardless, what I've learned is that you are responsible for marketing, and I'm sure you've heard this before, that regardless of whether you're traditionally published or self-published, you have to come up with a master marketing plan and do things differently today than ever before, and that's what we're going to be talking about. And so I also have been featured in hundreds of media outlets over the past decade. And the reason why I share that with you is because I actually am pretty introverted. And that may surprise you, but it's true. I think a lot of authors feel this way. And so I know that if I can do that, you can too. And so we're going to talk about that a little bit in terms of part of your strategy. Okay, let me see. There we go. So for today's webinar, what we're going to do is my clear intention for you is to give you actionable steps that you can leave today and put into practice immediately. And then I'm going to give you 5 simple income boosters that you can do right away. And I'm also going to tell you about a special opportunity to work with me on a deeper level. And then lastly, I'm going to tell you a hot bonus income booster and how I earned $14,000 extra cash in 72 hours and how you can too. And you really can do this, and I can't wait to share it with you. And then we'll open it up to Q&A. So I just wanted to say that my books have consistently hit #1 bestseller status, and my books have been trending on Google. And this is absolutely not accidental. It's totally strategic. And this is why I know that you can learn it. I've had many authors use my strategies to successfully become bestsellers on Amazon. Again, because it's totally strategic, and I teach you how to do that. And then the media is also a strategy for getting that visibility. Remember, I talked at the beginning about how we collectively struggle with that visibility. And here I'm at the top talking with Kathy Lee and Hoda on the Today Show with one of my books. Also CNN at the bottom with one of my books, with Katie Couric about 10 years ago with one of my books. And then just last year with CNBC, I did down here 3 TV segments, all based on the content of my book. So again, this is a strategy for building that credibility. And I know that you can achieve this too. So when I first started launching my books, it was like silent. Nothing happened, or little happened after my friends and family bought my books. Like there was almost nothing that happened after that. Has this happened to anyone else? Type yes in the chat if this has happened to you, or if you worry about this happening to you, because that was really frustrating. Hey Annie, glad you're here. And yes, this has happened. Beverly, thanks. It's very disheartening. It is a big worry, Julie. It's disheartening when this happens because you have just put your whole heart and effort into writing your book, and then you have, all of the, time that you've put into this, and you want it to go well, and then it's so disappointing. So that's what happened to me too, and that's why I put my head down to figure out what are the strategies that you need to turn this around so that you can have a successful launch again and again. So most of you may be aware of this, but I just want to tell you that Amazon prints about 4,500 printed books per day. Printed. That doesn't even count for the Kindle books, which I'm sure is 5 times or 10 times that number. And so I'm telling you this not to depress you at all, but just to be aware that if this is the case, which it is, then how are you going to stand out from all of the other books that are in that warehouse? How are you going to be different? And that's what I will show you how to do. Because when I've written a book, and when you're writing a book, I don't know about you, but you're so focused on the content and making sure it's the very best book you can put out there. But what I became very clear is that I had no idea how to create a powerful author platform. How do you make your books interactive? And what does that even mean? And, how do you become an Amazon bestseller? You're seeing other authors achieving this. How do you achieve it? And how do you get featured in the media spotlight? And, why would they choose you? And, making sure that you have the right tools. And for me, I wanted 2 layers of income. I needed income right now. So, what are the things you can do to boost your income really fast and immediately? And then what are the more longer term ways of making money beyond the book so you can generate that consistent income over time and continue to build that business? And so that's why I created the author to income strategy system. And that is their interconnected links of the all time back to creating this powerful author platform. I think of a house, creating this amazing foundation from which you can grow. And that involves interactivity and engagement with your readers. That includes income boosters, which we're going to touch on today. And it ties into becoming a best-selling author, because that ties into helping you get into the media spotlight. And then what are those simple tech tools that you can use that you don't end up spending, like I did, thousands of dollars on the wrong tools, only to have to start over again and again until I finally figured out basic tools to really support this whole system and this powerful author platform. So we're going to focus on income boosters today, but I want to share with you something in addition and just talk a little bit about this strategy because it ties to generating income, and that's interactivity and engagement and how it directly relates to making money. So as you well know, people are watching videos. And YouTube has over 1 billion users, and Facebook has just gone wild. Lou, you're on here with us, and yes, you'll attest to the fact that Facebook has gone wild. Lou is a video marketing, godfather, right, Lou? I read that this morning. An expert here, so he knows very well the power of video. So Facebook, there are over 8 billion daily views. And what I find really phenomenal is in Forbes, they said that videos increase people's understanding of your books, products, programs, or services by 74%. That is a staggering statistic if you really think about that. And so what does this have to do with your book? We're talking about books here. We're not talking about videos. Well, actually, it has everything to do with your book, because it is time with today, the way that people are digesting information, they're now digesting information through short videos over your book, reading a one-dimensional book. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. So why should you make your book interactive? Because adding video to both your printed books and your ebooks will engage your readers in an entirely different way. They will know you. By the end of that book, they are going to know you so well that you've become like a friend, a trusted resource. You become that go-to expert that they think of because they've seen you on video and they see you as someone that they can connect with and trust. And it also makes your content more interesting. Think about that book on your bedstand that's one-dimensional, right? It's print on paper. And that is, it's more dynamic. If you were to come to life, you're reading your book and you can scan these videos with your smartphone, which we all have with us, usually 24 hours a day, it feels like. And you can scan your printed book and have these videos come to life, and it makes the content more interesting. And you use this book now as a marketing tool to continuously drive traffic back to your website, your freebies, your opt-ins, your sales pages, or wherever you want them to go. So, for example, in this book you see right here, I included over 50 videos from other people in my book, and I included my own videos and also other experts, including Lou Bartone, who's logged in with us today. So I'm so happy you're here, Lou. And so it's really important that you realize the power in this, because I had more engagement than ever before. Keep in mind, I started doing this in 2014, and this was being done, now it's just like videos everywhere. But in 2014, it was like, wait a minute, what? You're putting videos in your book? What do you mean? Now it's like, to me, I think it's a must do in order to stand out from the crowd of the other books. So what happens here? When people are searching your book, a topic that you have covered in your book, let's say you're a nonfiction author and you help people with mediation and and better communication with your spouse. I'm just making this up. So let's say you search that on Google. Now you know that Google will. Oh, sorry, I'm going off, but Google owns YouTube, right? So it's oftentimes that you're going to be sent to a YouTube video. And also, if you search on Amazon in that topic, it's going to pop up. And what will happen here is, let's say intellectually you're like, okay, I want to learn about mediation and what I can do for my relationship, let's say. And then you go here and you find this printed book, and in it has videos. Well, those videos can touch and inspire you in entirely new ways, touch your heart, and then trigger new ways of thinking in your mind. So it's a perfect combination of creating interactive content and creating that human connection with your readers in an entirely new way. So something that thrills me more than anything is getting book reviews from people that I don't know. And one of the things that I brought these up in particular is because of the fact that they said, love the included videos, says Carlton. Rajendra says, this is the first book I've come across that uses web technology in the right way in digital form. My wife and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Nelson said, I've read 4 books on the subject, and hers is by far the best. She provides many videos and many links to resources that I have been searching for a while. I am a new fan. And Blythe says, I cannot put it down. It's filled with so much valuable information. The personal and interactive stories of the entrepreneurs in the handbook make it this book so unusual. You see, so it's touching people in an entirely different way. So how do I make my book interactive and turn it into this marketing machine is by taking that printed book, and yes, of course, we can do this with the Kindle books very easily, but with printed books, you can take your one-dimensional book, you can embed QR codes, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in just a minute, make it totally dynamic, and you can drive your readers back to all of these different options where you're introducing your book on video, you're introducing your chapters on video, you're introducing others on video, you are doing this through QR codes, and you're driving this traffic from YouTube everywhere back to your website. So your website becomes the center of the universe, and you're able to drive your readers back to your irresistible offers also sprinkled throughout your books. You're giving amazing, dynamic, content-rich videos, and then you're also sprinkling your offers throughout. So here's an example of a QR code. A QR code is a quick response code. You've probably seen them on packaging before. And you can link these codes, and they simply just download as a regular picture, but you can link them to pages on your website that contain videos. So this is really interesting is that I used my brand and created a branded QR code that I included in color on the back cover of my book. So people are able to scan my book and immediately have an introduction where I'm telling people, hey, thanks so much for picking up this book, the Mom Inventor's Handbook. In this book, I'm going to teach you blank, blank, and blank. And so you can tell people what results they're going to get from reading your book and what they're going to learn from it. Now, if you're a fiction author, you're going to tell them a little bit about your story, what inspired you to write it, about the adventure, and tell a little, maybe some fun teasers you can do to get them really excited about reading the book. So this is what it looks like. This is when I teach the Author to Income Formula live training. I actually show you how to do things. I don't just tell you about the technology. And I show you how to do it, and then we stick through until you know how to do it. So everyone can be successful. And so with this, essentially all you're doing is you're downloading a free app that allows your phone to read these QR codes. So readers will know exactly how to do it. And I put those in, by the way, I put that how-to guide at the beginning of my books. So this is what it looks like. So whenever someone sees a branded code from me on the inside of the book, I'm introducing each chapter. So they get to know me. You're taking their hand and you're taking them through the book by jumping onto video and telling them in each chapter what they're going to learn from that chapter. And it just builds trust and trust and trust until now at the end, they're going to want to work with you in any way that you offer, whether it's through workshops, programs, online programs, virtual or live events, whatever it is. And again, this has led to opportunities for me for being on television. It's just opened up so many doors. And I always put the URL so that the person can go there as well. Either way, so that they can find you. I also, when I include other people in the book, is I put their story, a short story, and I put their photo, and I put the QR code. Now, every one of these videos links back to their video on my website. I only have their video on my web pages. That's just their page. But notice I have my own opt-in right here. So when the reader opts in, watches the video, they can opt into my other freebies, and then nothing thrills me more than when I get opt-ins and I can see that it's come directly from my book. And I always put the website of the other person, of the person being featured, so that it's a benefit to them as well, so the reader can go learn more about them too. Another great opportunity that opens doors is to feature other experts. So for example, I was able to answer legal questions, but I thought what would be better than having, because I'm often asked the same questions over and over again, but I thought I want to have an attorney who will answer these questions on video, because wow, what a benefit that would be for my readers. If I'm asked the same 6 questions over and over again by my readers and my fans, then if I have this attorney answer those 6 questions, first of all, they're not having to pay $200, $300 to ask the attorney the question. and they get their answers right from your book. It is amazing. Now, this is mutually beneficial. In fact, he got so many clients, he had to start turning them away and refer them to other people, which is a great problem to have. So just saying that you can add and deepen and enrich in your content in this way, it's extremely powerful. So money booster number 1 is to create loyal book ambassadors. So invite people who make sense to be included in your book, to share their stories on video, and you'll be blown away by what happens, okay? So you will see an increase in sales because people are so amazed. I've had people tell me that they have scanned my entire book first because they were so intrigued by the videos. And then they went back and read the sections of the book, or read the book that were speaking to them that they wanted to read, but they scanned the videos first. I've had TV producers say the exact same thing, that they don't have time to read books, but that they used their phone to scan these videos and then asked me to be a guest on TV because they had seen the videos in the book. Pretty powerful. So it leads to more book sales, engagement. I had over 10,000 scans of my QR codes within the first week of my book launch. So this ties to hitting number 1 on Amazon. It also ties to media exposure. And see, it creates this grassroots wild frenzy because the people that you include in the book are so excited about being included in the book that they tell everyone. And so as you can see, I supported all of the people in my book getting out to the media, as well as helped promote them, because every time that they were sharing their stories about being included in the book, I was benefiting because my book was being shown everywhere. So if you Google my book, I mean, there were images in there that I had no idea. Just grabbed them from Google. That's what these were. I was like, wow, so much fun. So you can see the power in doing this, including book ambassadors. Lou Bertone, if you're still in the house, check it out. I always talk about you, Lou, whether you knew it or not. So this is actually Lou contributed to my last book. And because I highly respect Lou, amazing professional video marketing. I mean, I just want to say the king. I know you said the Godfather, but I kind of like the sound of the king, don't you, Lou? But let me just say this. I knew that Lou could support the content of my book. And so I asked Lou to contribute to the book, which he did. It was awesome. So he would choose experts that will contribute and support the content of your book. Allow them to offer their tips and bonuses. Invite them to provide a video. Include their website and bio so that they can fully benefit from being included in the book. And so, again, you always put the URL of the person that you're featuring so your readers can go and learn more about them, and that benefits the person that you are also featuring. But again, you drive with your QR codes, you drive all of your readers back to your website, but like Lou has his own page with his video on my website, again, driving traffic back to my webpage. Do you see the power in that? Now, Lou's QR code in my book is not set to an affiliate link, but I got thinking about this and I thought, why not? And think about this for Money Booster number 2. If you are already recommending other experts that you highly respect and they're adding value to the content of your book, why not ask them to include an affiliate link so that you can earn income on all of the programs that you're sending your readers to? So if I'm sending readers to Lou, then Lou benefits, and then you can have an affiliate relationship with that person and generate income. Another idea is sponsorship. So let's say for example, the lawyer example that I gave earlier. So that would be a perfect opportunity since I had a whole chapter on legal terms and patents and trademarks, that's what the chapter was all about. I could have gone to like LegalZoom or Rocket Lawyer. I don't know if you're familiar with those, but those are online, you can get online legal forms at LegalZoom or Rocket Lawyer. And I could have offered them to buy an ad or offer a coupon or for my readers so that, hey, go get your sign up to get your trademark. And by the way, here is a coupon for $100 off from Rocket Lawyer. You see the power in this? I mean, it's really staggering if you think about the possibilities here. Type yes if you're getting some ideas. Are you starting to get some ideas in your mind about what's possible? Type yes if you are. Yay! Yay! Annie, Beatrice, Lou, Dada, Julie, Diane, fantastic. Yay. Okay, so this is a really basic one, and you may already be doing this, but I'm often surprised that a lot of authors are not doing this. So I want you to do this immediately. I want you to earn more money on your book. So when you launch your book, you'll be putting it on your website. You'll be driving people to Amazon through your website, through your social media. You're going to be telling everybody on the planet about your book. Why not use your own affiliate link or affiliate link? Sign up for an affiliate program at Amazon. It takes 2 minutes to fill this out. Select your own book. Get the link, the affiliate link, and share your affiliate link for your own book, and you're going to generate an additional 4% on every sale. So you've now just increased your income just by sharing your affiliate link, your Amazon affiliate link. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that Amazon, when that link is used, when the affiliate link is used, Amazon considers this a buying session. So imagine your readers have clicked, or someone from social media, Facebook says, oh, I want to check out her book. Clicks on my affiliate link, it goes to Amazon. And then they see something else that they want to buy. Well, you earn a percentage on every other thing that person buys during that buying session. So I didn't know this, and so I was so confused because I launched my book, I was using my affiliate link, and all of a sudden I had earned money on a vacuum cleaner, and I was like, wait, what? Well, yes, somebody bought a vacuum cleaner, and I earned income from that sale because they bought my book and the vacuum cleaner. Now, the amazing thing is if someone clicks on your book link and they enter Amazon and they choose not to buy your book, but they bought that vacuum cleaner and 10 other things, you generate income from all of those other things, whether they buy your book or not. So this is something that you need to do immediately when we get off of this webinar. Not right now, but wait till you get off. Okay, another thing is if you are already recommending other books or even products to other people, you can use your affiliate link from Amazon to share this. It's a benefit to everyone. It's a benefit to your clients because you're recommending a book that you think will really help them. It's a benefit to the author that you're recommending, and it's a benefit to you. So it's a win for everyone. This can also be products, by the way. If you've written a health book and you highly suggest that people do yoga, and you are a yoga expert yourself, or you could then find products on Amazon like yoga mats, your favorite yoga mat that you're telling all your clients about anyway, and any other products. And if you're sharing that information, you can share it and use your affiliate link. So great. I hope that you'll do that immediately. Now, Money Booster number 4. This is the number one way that it's like, I'm just shaking my head because it is the number one opportunity that most authors miss when it comes to driving sales from their book to their other products, programs, and services. So inside your book, now this is the Kindle version. You can put it in the printed version, but the Kindle version is so powerful because of this beautiful thing right here, the look inside feature. As you know, Amazon doesn't share. When someone buys a book from you, they never share that person's name or email, right? Well, with this beautiful look inside feature, the reader clicks on the book and put the invitation from an author, put an invitation there from you right after the title page, before the table of contents. Because when they click and they see that you've put really awesome freebies right there, I do different types of things. I have a checklist that they can download. I have another kind of list that they can download, and I have a video course that they can download. So they can download. Now, these are to opt-ins, and you can capture their name and email directly from Amazon, whether they buy your book or not. Is that awesome or what? Yes, in the chat if you like that. This excites me so much because I get so many people opting in directly from my book. Okay, money booster number 5. Are you with me still, everyone? Say yes, yes, yes if you're with me. And then I'm gonna zip on through. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Beatrice. Okay, Lou, Donna, Diane, Richard, great. Okay, so money booster number 5. I highly suggest considering creating a membership site. And this can be a way to create consistent income over time. So for example, I charge $27 a month for my membership site. Now think about that. With 100 people, that's $2,700 a month of consistent, reliable income. And the thing about a membership site is that it's really important that you put high value members only content. Now, I put things in the membership site that I do not offer in my other programs. And it's because I want it to be a great experience where my members go in and go, oh my gosh, I cannot believe she has the direct editor's email for Oprah Magazine in there and for the book editor. And she has a fill in the blank email template for what to say to the book editor that I can just type in my book title and what the book's about and bam, send it to her. So this is the thing, is you want to have high value content. And I love this button. It's always click to make a request. So if you don't see something there that you want, you just make a request. So think about this for yourself. What high value members content can you offer? So another thing that I do is I go even deeper and I create I share the editorial calendars for the big magazines. So what's an editorial calendar? Well, it's important for your book. I'll tell you why. Magazines plan their magazines and by the month and a year in advance. And they do this because of advertisers. So for you, you can take advantage of this. Look at the year ahead and figure out where your book is the perfect fit into the magazine, like, because it's all by themes. So like the Feel Good Marriage is perfect for April because it's the breakthrough issue, okay? And so this is the year of the adventure. This is the perfect book, the 1000 Ultimate Adventures. So think about your book title and where it's a perfect fit, then guess what you do? You fill in the blank, you say to the book editor, hey, April is the perfect month for my book, and say what your book title is and why it's the perfect fit in 1 or 2 sentences, and that's how you get featured. It is not as hard as people think, oh, I could never get featured. Well, I've been featured in Oprah, so I know you can too. It's because you're helping them see how your book fits in. Okay, so let's do a really quick recap. Money booster number 1 is to create loyal book ambassadors. Money booster number 2 is to create affiliate links and sponsorship links inside your book with the experts that you are already including. Money booster number 3 is make sure that you are using an Amazon affiliate for your own book and for other books so that you can generate income. And money booster number 4 is don't forget the prime real estate after the title page of your Kindle book and start watching those opt-ins come in straight from Amazon. It is so exciting. Money booster number 5 is create a membership site. Think about that high value content that you can create for your members. And in just a moment, I'm going to share my hot bonus money booster, which is how I made $14,000 extra cash in 72 hours and how you can too. And I did it based off the content of my book. I'm going to share that with you. It's awesome. And it's not as hard as you think. Okay. But first I'm going to tell you, I hope that you're seeing the possibilities of what's possible, because today I've just barely scratched the surface of these money boosters. I mean, this is like barely scratching the surface of what's possible in terms of all the different creative ways you can generate income with your book. So I'm hoping that this got you excited about what's possible for you. And I'm going to tell you now. Okay, good. Donna says it's awesome, by the way. Debbie says awesome. Yes, yes. Beatrice says great info. You're welcome. I'm so excited. So let me tell you about my upcoming Author to Income Formula live training, and then I'm going to give you that final hot bonus. And so I have a live 8-week course coming up on October 10th. And in it, I'm just going to tell you really quickly what is covered. We cover first, in the first 4 weeks, it's really setting you up for success. And class number 1 is I'm going to teach you how to create a powerful and profitable author platform so that you are the go-to expert in your area of expertise. If you're a fiction author, so that you are well known in your genre. In class number 2, I'm going to help you turn your readers into loyal fans, because I'm going to teach you how to make your books totally interactive. And if you're technophobic, you don't have to be. You will see my students who've gone through my program. It just makes me smile, because some didn't even know how to turn on their webcam, and now they are firing out videos left and right. And I know that you can do this too. And you're going to make your books interactive, and you're going to engage your readers, and they're going to be wanting to buy everything that you have to offer going forward. Class number 3, I teach you how to hit number 1 on Amazon. 4 strategies I have used again and again myself successfully, my students use over again and again. They work, and it really establishes you as the authority and credibility, giving you that credibility in your area of expertise. Class number 4 is getting featured in the media spotlight. I teach you exactly what I say. I teach you how to find those TV producers and how to get yourself booked. I've got myself booked again and again and again on major shows and local shows, every kind of show you can imagine, and it's not difficult. They need you. And I teach you how to position yourself and how to do that successfully. In the following 4 weeks, in class number 5, we talk about making money with your book and beyond. So if you liked what you heard today, you are going to love this class, because I break it all down and give you all different strategies that you can put into practice right away. Class number 3 is we talk about money-making marketing tools, and I show you how to use these tools. And so you're going to feel confident in being able to do this successfully yourself. In class number 7, I talk to you about how to use email automation and create those funnels that you hear everybody talking about. And I create very simple funnels, and I teach you how to do the same, and so that you can generate more leads and get people really engaged with you and excited about joining you in your classes, products, programs, services, books, and everything that you offer. And finally, in class number 8, I teach you how to become a pro on social media, even if you are not even on social media. I've had so many people say, oh my gosh, I've set up an account on Facebook, but I never go there. So now I'm going to teach you how to not only be there, but how to share your information in a way that engages and inspires people and gets them wanting to know more about you and working with you. And we will use up-to-date tools like Facebook Live, and I cannot wait to show you how to do that effectively and efficiently. So just really quickly, I just love sharing these stories with you because a lot of authors come to me after they've launched, and they didn't get the results they were hoping for. They didn't get the sales results. It's like everything petered out after they launched. It was very disappointing. So a lot of authors come and take my training after they've launched, and then they go back and they relaunch. So I love Katie Anna. She said, I'm a believer. After months of my books collecting digital dust on Amazon, there was movement watching 2 of my books go from 9,584, 9,130 in death and grief category to number 1 in 24 hours was the God shot I needed. Funny story. Katie Anna told me this later. When I was teaching that module, which is class number 3, she had her screen up and she was clicking on everything I was teaching during that class. And when she woke up the next morning, her books had hit number 1 on Amazon. So the strategies work. I love Bridget Ingle. She's author of Guidance to Go. And her goal was to use her book as a marketing tool to sell out her Hawaiian retreats. She has been so successful that she has had to add more retreat dates because she keeps selling out. And so she said, I have been blown away by Tamara's Author to Income program. I am not a technical whiz, but the power and simplicity of the program has made me feel liberated, and victorious. I've never felt so excited about my potential for my book and business. Love Bridget. And then finally, I love MJ Margraf. She has Finding the Wow, and she said, Tamara, I'm following your step-by-step methods. I'm laughing because she's a pilot, so I know she was following everything with a checklist. And she said, I realized every good thing that is happening with my book is linked to you. I hit #1 on Amazon, and with my launch, I just found out that I'll be featured in Oprah magazine. So awesome. So I just want you to know that this is for real. These strategies work. So this is the program. It's live authored income training. It's an 8-week course. I'm there with you 90 minutes every Tuesday, and you will be blown away. We cover content together, and then I stay on for 30 minutes at the end, and we make sure that I answer all of your questions. It's $9.97, and you can do an easy pay option of $229.40, and I also have hot bonuses for you. And you can go to tamaramonosoff.com live.-class. That's the link. I'm going to put it right here in the chat as well. And let me just do this really quickly. And there you go, live-class. There you go. And you can go check it out. And let me just show you what the bonuses are. So in addition to 8 weeks of live trading, you're going to have access to the video replays 24/7. I do not take those videos away from you. When the class ends, you have access to those video replays. I do not take those away from you. And in addition, you're going to get fast action bonuses. I've got that 3 months free in the Author Success Hub, my membership area with immediate contacts. So that is available to you for free for 3 months. Author to Income digital workbook that so that when you're taking the class, you can follow along. I have a master cheat sheet. So everything, all the resources that I cover in the book, they're all there on one page. I have it all organized by class. So you just go, oh yeah, what was the name of that? And you go there and it's all in that sheet. Video script template to introduce your book. So many of you will write your book and think, what the heck do I say in my video about my book? I have a fill in the blank video that my students have used again and again to successfully create their videos introducing their book. I also have an awesome tool that is called the Author Income Generator Planning Template, and I put a sample that I've fully filled out that you can use, borrow, take, whatever you want to use for yourself to get really clear about the fastest way for you to generate income with your book. And then I also have the countdown to book launch template so that you know exactly what you do as you're counting down to your launch. Like, what on earth do you do 3 weeks prior, 2 weeks prior, 1 week prior? And I have that for you. And then I also have an awesome Author to Income private Facebook group that I absolutely love, super active group that is incredibly supportive. And also a hot bonus, I'm giving you my self-publishing success secrets, which is a mini course. I sell it on my website for $4.97. This course, I share my screen and I show you how to upload your books to CreateSpace. I teach you how to upload your book to Kindle Direct Publishing. I teach you how to do all of that so that you know exactly what to do when you're ready to launch. And then I have a monthly live call where I jump on just like this, and you can ask me anything every month, third Thursday of the month. So I'd love for you to join me in the live class. It's tamaramonosoff.com live-class. So with that said, I'm going to just show you, okay, if you go to that link, you're going to get to this page. This is what it looks like. You'll scroll down and click the Yes, I Want In button. You're going to save $1,000 during this early bird special. Okay. I also have a personal guarantee, no questions asked. My students get such awesome results. I am totally confident about this program and no questions asked. There is no risk whatsoever. Here is hot bonus money booster for you that I get so excited about. All right, are you with me? Type yes if you're with me. I want to hear from you. Yes, woohoo. Okay, awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. All right, so I want you to give yourself the freedom to experiment. And this is what I did. And then we're going to switch over. I'm going to do this really fast, and we're going to switch over to Q&A. I'll go in and answer questions. So make sure you type your questions in if you haven't already. I want you to give yourself freedom to experiment. And this is what I mean. One of the chapters in my book was about sales and how to sell to retail stores because I was manufacturing consumer products. I used to sell them to retail stores. And one of the hardest things, so in the book, I talk about how to sell to retail stores, all the different strategies for doing so. But the one missing piece that I wanted for myself, and I knew that other people's needed too because I needed it, was finding the contact names for those retail stores, the names of the vice president of merchandising, the buyers, the people who make the decisions about what products to bring into the retail store that you have to contact in order to show your product to see if it's a fit to get into their store. And it's really hard to do this research. It takes tons of time. And so I put it off for a couple of years. And I was like, oh gosh, I need this information. I know my readers need this too. And so I thought, what if I outsource this? And so I went to Brickwork India, which is highly respected. It's a woman-owned company. They've won all sorts of awards. And I thought, okay, I came up with the top 150 stores in the US that I wanted to find those buyers, those merchandisers that would be an amazing contact list for people that they can immediately contact with their products. So I went to Brickwork India and I gave them the list and I just said, hey, here's the list of the top retail stores, 150 retail stores in the United States. And how much would it cost for you to identify the buyers in different buying categories and the vice president of merchandise and provide their physical address, their contact information, their phone number, like all of that information? And they came back to me and they said $300. And I thought, oh my gosh, okay, what's the worst thing that could happen? Well, the worst thing that could happen is I lose $300. So I thought, I'm going to go for it. So I tried it, got this amazing list. I went and cross-checked everything. Everything was perfect. They did a great job. And then I put it up for sale as an additional product. And I sold it for $47, just this list for $47. I immediately sold within 72 hours, 298 copies and earned $14,000 cash. So for you, think about that content that people keep asking you for. You know what it is. People keep saying, oh, hey, do you have this? Do you have this? And people keep asking you for these contacts or whatever it is. And people were asking me and I knew I needed it. I knew they needed it. And think about how you can outsource that and turn that into a digital product that is in alignment with what you do, in alignment with the content of your book, and is the perfect add-on product. Okay? So I hope that was helpful. And this is something that I want you to be thinking about. And because it really is a powerful opportunity for you. So let me just stop sharing for a second and come back on if I can figure out where my controls are. Hold on. Yep, there we go. Okay, and there's my Zoom. And where are my controls here? Because I want to pop back on camera and say hello to you. And so let me answer questions because I know that we have a little bit of time, but I'm going to stay on and answer these questions for you and figure out why I can't find my camera really quick. As you can see, I need more practice with Zoom. This is pretty new for me with Zoom webinar. This is only the second time I've used it. Aha, there we go. If I stop screen sharing, then I get my controls back. Hey, so good to see you. Thanks for sticking with me, and I can't wait to answer your questions. Okay, so let me just pop on over, and I'll turn this off while I answer your questions. And let me scroll up to where you put the questions in at the top, so I get to those first, really quick. Okay, let me see. Okay, so Molly says, what are technical steps that link video with printed books? So Molly, I teach you how to do that in the author to income formula, but essentially what you're doing is you're printing a QR code. So you need a QR code generator. So you can type into Google and type in a QR code generator to generate the codes. And then they will produce a code. The company that you choose will produce a code, and then generates this code. See how I print? I don't know if you see with the lighting, it's kind of hard to see. It generates the code, and then you can link that code to any web page that you want. And so you would link it to a web page that you generate on your website. So you're constantly leading people from your book back to the web pages that you want them to go to. Okay, did I answer your question? I hope so. Okay, let me go back to the questions over here. And so, yes, Linda, this is recorded. No worries. Okay, and Molly says not clear about the research. Okay, hopefully, Molly, I answered your question now. So that there's a QR code generator that you can find on Google, and that will generate a code. The codes, I want you to be just thinking of codes as pictures. It's just a picture. You can download it as a JPEG or a PNG file. And so just as you have a picture of you on the, on your cover, or your pictures on the inside, your QR code is just a picture. Even though it's a code, that's how it is. It's just a picture. So you can put those codes in your book, and it's just like putting another picture of, a person in the book. I like to put the picture of the person that I include and the code, because it's a human thing, right? You go, oh yeah, I see that person. I want to hear what they have to say because they're on video and they're talking to me about their story and sharing some information with me. So it's like you see that person, you're going, oh, I want to scan that code so I can hear from them. Creates amazing engagement with your readers. Okay, so I hope that brought some clarity. Okay, let me see. And all right, let me see if you have any other questions. Okay, yeah, can I give information about the Author Success Hub? Yeah, Rose, I don't know what information you are looking for, but I have the Author Success Hub, and it's a membership site. Basically, it's where I put content. So I'm doing constant how-to videos for authors. So when I'm teaching my class, a lot of times authors will say, hey, I don't know how to do this or that or the other thing. And I will oftentimes take those questions and I'll record a how-to video. And then I put that in the Author Success Hub so everyone can benefit. I don't just send it back to that author. I say, hey, if you have that question, other people likely have that question. That's a perfect thing to add into the members area. So I have how-to videos that are relevant to being an author and building your author platform and marketing and using all these different tools. I have fill-in-the-blank templates in there. And I have just so much content and information. That is also where the replays will be. So after we do the live Author to Income training, I take that video and I put it right into the Author Success Hub so that you can be there and you can access it whenever you want to go back, if you want to go back and listen again. Okay, so I hope I answered your question, Rose. Okay, and back over. Does this apply to children's books too? Absolutely. Think about kids today. They are on smartphones, whether we like it or not. They are watching things on video too. So one author, I think his name's William Buckley. Actually, he has the Nerds series. So much fun. My daughter came running out of the room with this book to show me, and he has the Nerd series. It's like a detective series. This was so much fun. What the author did is he invited the kids on video to learn how to make invisible ink. And so he invited them into his kitchen and gave them the recipe in the fiction story, but for real. It was like the real recipe. And then he said, okay, kids, you have to do this with a parent. You can't do this on your own. Grab your parent, and here's the recipe. And then he went into his kitchen, and he mixed all this stuff up and got them all excited to make their own invisible ink. So think about children's books, powerful opportunity for you to connect with kids, even have other kids in the book. I mean, really, it's endless what you could do. So just hoping that this will inspire you to come up with some fun ideas. But kids love videos and would love to scan those codes. I'll tell you that. And that will create incredible engagement with your children's book. So I hope that helped. Okay, we're at the 1 hour mark. So wait a second. I am going to, let me jump on really quickly back on video. listen, we're at the 1 hour mark. So I'm going to stay on and answer because I see that there are fewer questions. I want to make sure to answer all your questions. So I'm going to stay on and answer your questions right now. Let me share my screen one more time just to show you the bonuses that you're going to get. And let's see. Yay, it's all working. Don't you love it when it's actually working? Here we go. Here are the bonuses. So if you, can you see that? Hopefully you are. Yeah. So they're coming on there right now. So with the course, we start October 10th. It's every Tuesday from 10 a.m. Pacific for 90 minutes. We do an hour of content where I'm showing you how to do all of these things. Then we have a half an hour of Q&A. Then in between sessions, you're not alone because we're very active inside the, you see I'm looking this way because I'm looking over at my screen. I'm very active inside our private Facebook group. I mean, I am there constantly answering questions. Plus, you're going to see, you're going to connect with other authors. People are sharing their book covers, asking people help with their book title, their titles and subtitles, and book cover images, QR codes. I mean, it's endless. Like everyone is just so engaged. You're going to just love the Facebook group because we're so involved. And then the other thing that you're going to get is your video script template to help you introduce your book. You're going to get your book launch plan, and you're going to get your author income generator template and sample that I have fully filled out for you that you can borrow and take every bit of it if you want to because it will help you. Your self-publishing success secrets is huge because that's a 500 value right there. I sell it successfully now on my website, teaching you exactly how to upload your books and how to pick your categories. I forgot to tell you that. I teach you how to do this in the Author to Income class, but just so you have it, I teach you how so you have it in the archive and you can go visit it too. So I teach you exactly, by the way, in the Author to Income course, I share my screen. And you can tell me like during, hey, Tamara, how would I categorize this book? And we will go on and I can show you how to do that live in front of you and the other people who are in the class. So super powerful. I teach you every strategy I use successfully and I share you everything. I give you everything I possibly can to help you succeed too. Okay, and then finally, I do have the monthly coffees. And so that's really important because I jump on just like this and it's just like a whole nother level of connection, but we do it on Zoom. So you can jump on camera with me too. It's not like the Zoom webinar, you're on chat, but with our coffee calls, you can jump on camera with me if you would like, and then that's just a whole nother level of connection. So I stick with you through the very end to make sure that you are successful and that you have come up with ways to generate incomes that is the perfect fit for your book. And it's not a cookie cutter model. It's really thinking about all these different creative ways, and then you get to pick and choose, and then we get to strategize as the best model for your book, and whether it's fiction, nonfiction, or children's book. So I hope that answered your question. I am going to stay on. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this information served you well. And I'm going to stay for a few more minutes. And if you want that link again, it's just tamaramonosoff.com. And it's just live-class. It's that easy. And you can go sign up, and I would love for you to join me. All right, so let me jump on and answer more questions right now. And Jelena, hey, Jelena says, your videos are informative and bountiful. I love your program, Tamara. Thank you. Jelena is in my class. Thanks for jumping on. Yeah, Jelena is a graduate of Author to Income. She's now in my mastermind group. So, Jelena, it's awesome that you're here. Thanks for sharing that. And Molly says, can we join the private Facebook group without taking the course? No, Molly, I'm sorry. This one is really for my Author to Income students who have taken my course, because you will see when you take my class, I mean, your knowledge it's like everything changes. It really does. Because when you take a class, I'm going to teach you things that you never even imagined. And it's transformational in terms of how you approach your book. So if you've already written your book, you may want to go back and add these things in. If you're just starting out, it's perfect because you can add them in. And if you're working on it now, perfect again, because you'll just be sprinkling these things throughout. And then the private group is really we're all on the same page. It's kind of like we've all taken we're all taking the lesson together. And then all those questions, I mean, if you jumped in then now, everyone's asking questions with regards to what they learned. I do have a public page that you've probably seen, but it's very different. This is a very special group and really only for author to income students, okay? All right, and let me see, did I miss anybody? I wanna make sure that I've covered everything. And Julie says, would this work well for a travel book? Oh my gosh, yes. When I saw travel, first of all, I love to travel. Imagine putting videos in your travel book of the places that you're talking about. I mean, incredible. So if you were doing a travel book where, I don't know yet, like you have to tell me and we could talk about it. But like if you're doing a travel book where you travel to these places and then you give people advice, if it's that, then how awesome. You are on your video. You can use your smartphone to record these videos and you're using those videos to embed into your book when you're talking about it in the text. Oh my gosh, incredible. Or if you've just gone there and you come back and you have pictures of it, but then you give your personal review of traveling there and what you loved and what you didn't love and things to know about, when you travel there. I mean, it could be incredible and you become that go-to expert, travel expert and guide. You could have so much fun with this. I mean, yes is what I have to say. And it got me excited because that just would be so much fun. So Julie, did I answer your question? I hope so. Okay, Diane says, what time is the time of your class? It's at 10 a.m. Pacific. That's 11, 12, 1. That's 1 Eastern. So 10 Pacific for 8 weeks. And we go for 90 minutes. And if not, we cannot make it, do you record? Yes. So absolutely. It's live, and then I post the recordings immediately after the class, and then you're able to go back at any time, and those will be just waiting for you. So then in the Facebook group, I'll say, hey, the replay has been posted, and here's the link, and then you'll go, and it's in the members area. So you'll be able to go and review it at any time. It's available 24/7. Plus, after this live event and after it ends, you have complete access to those videos. Like I said, I do not take them away. I had a class that I took and I was so disappointed because, life happens, right? And I took this course and I wanted to go back and visit. And after the course ended, they took the videos away. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. When you sign up for this class, you have access to the resources. So you have access to the replays. Okay. And let me just see, Lou says, thanks so much. Yay. Okay, bye to Lou. Thank you so much for joining me. I love that you were here. And, okay, great. I think Julie says, great, thanks. It's a travel tip guide on non-rev travelers, airline. Oh, interesting. Oh my gosh, a tip guide. Okay, this is, I get really excited. You can do a tip, one tip per video, and sprinkle those all throughout the book, right? And you can also repurpose. By the way, I teach you how to repurpose everything that you do so that you're not having to constantly work. No, you take these videos that you put in your book and then you repurpose them, meaning you take those and you can put them in social media. You can post them everywhere and invite people back and you can put them in a blog post. You can put them in a newsletter. Again, they are total engagement tools. And if you're offering tips, it is fantastic to have like one tip at a time, these little video tips. People love them and will get to know you and you will really stand up because I've not seen that done in a travel book before. That'd be a lot of fun, just saying. So I hope that you get excited about that. Okay, Debbie says the idea of QR codes is pure genius, Tamara. Thank you, Debbie. Mwah, thank you so much. I am so excited that you feel that way because it's like amazing what happens. You saw it just like generates all this wild activity with your book, like more than you ever imagined possible. So with that said, I think I've answered your questions and thank you so much again for joining me today. I hope you'll join me in the Author to Income Live training. It is awesome. It is so much fun. We just dive in and I teach you how to do things and if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm afraid of the technology. No, again, I have people who have never ever done video before, never generated codes before, done any of this, and they're all doing it because I will stick with you until you know how to do it and it's not hard. Okay, I make everything super easy for you. So with that said, thank you so much. If you have any questions about this, please email me directly. Here's my email, tamara@tamaramonosoff.com. I just put it into the chat, and I welcome your questions to see if this program is the right fit for you, and I'd love to have you. Take good care, and we'll see you next time. Bye.